Hey and oh gosh, cough. Hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Strike Streams. I can't remember what one this is because we're doing a lot of them now. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Although it's not Kayla's for 3 weeks. Hi, Kayla. I'm gonna say hi to chat in a sec. But how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Happy weekend. If you're at the end of the day, if you're not quite there yet, then good luck with those last few hours. But yeah, welcome. So yeah, let's it's the Strike Streams. I'll get into all that in a sec, but let's say hi to people because I kind of have already. Xander, yours is on Sunday. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to be streaming on Sunday, so I don't expect you to be there for that, but I hope you have an amazing day. We will 07 in your honor that day. Lexi, so Lexi hi, Viper hi, Xander hi, Tenchi hi, Zach hi, Jelly Ducky hi, Kayla hi again, because I'm now just back to you. And was there anyone else? Cappy hi. Although you have to go swimming, so also goodbye, I'm sorry. And Diamond Jolt, hi. And I think that's everyone, but if I've missed anyone, feel free to say hello in the chat, and then I will say hello right back to you. But you do have to say it specifically that way, otherwise I will not say hi. No, I'm kidding. You can say hi however you want. You can call me a big, stupid dum-dum, and I will still say hi. Although, please don't do that. So Oswin, hi. Welcome. Yeah, so Kayla, don't worry. I have not forgotten. You are Bagsy, Shotgun, all that other stuff. You're going to be first in today, and then we'll decide who the other people are after you. So let's see. My day has been pretty all right, I would say. Jelly Ducky, you're getting a burger. Since talking about them yesterday made you crave them. Oh, I like that. Good. Let's see. Decent, but could be better. No, that's usually how days go, isn't it? But no, today's been pretty all right, I would say. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Zach, if you're not here for all of this, that's fine. But yeah, no, basically just this weekend's a good chance. So for those who didn't read chat, and just quickly as a heads up, I'm going to be doing 4 streams over this weekend. So right now, and I'm going to do this on my time zone, okay? So put your maths thinking hats on. So right now, it's 4 p.m. LA time. Well, it's a little bit afterwards, but just stick with me. It's 4 p.m. LA time. So we're doing a stream now, and then I will be back at 8 p.m. So 4 hours from now, I'll be back. So add 4 to whatever number you have to your clock to find out when I'll be back. So we're going to do 2 streams today, one now and one 4 hours from now. And then on Saturday, so that's tomorrow, we're going to do the usual 11 a.m. my time stream. Okay, so that's like 5 hours ago, 5 hours prior to now. Okay. But then I'm going to do one on Sunday as well at like 1 o'clock. That one won't be as long as a usual Saturday one. We'll kind of keep it short or whatever, but we'll just do like another one on Sunday. Because the thing is, as I did mention throughout this week, on Tuesday, I do have an appointment for my bad eye. So I will miss Tuesday, and then but like Monday we'll do the 4 p.m. thing, but it's just one of those things where normally I would do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but on Tuesday I can't. I won't reschedule it to Wednesday because that was kind of chaotic this week. So we won't, we'll kind of in essence reschedule Tuesday to Sunday. And then hopefully that's all good. So that does mean I'll have done like 6 days of streaming in a row. But hey ho, Ben's not here. That's all right. Right. Anyway, let's get into the game. So basically, Kayla, definitely get your game ready. But then everyone else, get your game ready too. And then we'll kind of get into this. But yes, the Strike Streams, where I am on strike from performing video games as a voice actor. But that doesn't mean that I can't play them for you and with you, because we're doing a fun multiplayer cooperative mode and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, here, I'm going to take a few screenshots of that logo. Oh, I should have and that logo. We'll get there in a second. Okay. Right. Okay. So, But yeah, so right, just for those of you who do want to play along, I mean, I think a lot of you guys are used to all this and have been on streams with me now, but for anyone who is new or who is watching, who hasn't watched before, let's see what we're going to do. I will catch up on chat in a sec because a load of people have added chat since I last looked. Oh my gosh. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to, you need to have the Pokémon Sword and Shield DLC and an active Nintendo Switch online subscription, so you can actually play multiplayer with other human beings. Once you are in the game and you are at the Dynamax Adventures cave in the Crown Tundra, it's near the train station. You don't need to have beaten the game to have accessed it. You can just get here, like, literally within an hour of playing. Once you can go to Wedgehurst and access train travel, you can come here to the Crown Tundra and access this mode. You will need to have beaten the initial Suicune raid, but then that's it. What you do is you press the Y button and you will come to this screen. In the top right hand corner it will say local communication. Even if your Switch is connected to the internet, it will say local communication. But what you do is you press the plus button, you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, connect to internet. We're going to press that. It's going to say connecting, please stand by. I have a hardwired connection, hopefully, and that means we're going to connect pretty quickly to the internet. And then in the top right hand corner it will have changed to say internet. The logo is now more of a bright white than a slightly faded out grey, and it says internet. That means I am now connected to the internet. You need to make sure that you are connected to the internet in the same way. And then once you are, I think the bottom left hand corner logo changes as well. I haven't really pointed it out, but I think before it was like white with like a blue symbol, whereas now it's blue with a white symbol. So that's also another way you can tell. I really should have paid more attention to that and let that been a clue and a heads up. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to talk to the lovely lady here. She is going to ask, would you like to embark on a Dynamax adventure? We're going to say no. I'm going to put in a different game in my console instead. No, we're going to say yes. And then she's going to say, would you like a specific Pokemon? You guys are going to select anything is fine. Anything goes. But I am going to select Heatran because we're still on the hunt for a shiny Heatran. Would you like to save your adventure so far? I am going to select yes. And then we're going to save the game because we like to save our game 50 bajillion times here at Bovio Games. And then we're going to set up a link code. So who is around and available to... So obviously Kayla is. So Kayla's going to get in first, okay? And here's what we're going to do, okay? I am going to put in a link code, but we're going to wait for Kayla to join. Do not type in the link code on your own Switch until Kayla is definitely in the raid, okay? That you're going to see my name, you're going to see Kayla's name, and then once Kayla is in, then we'll... Well, I suppose if we agree on the other two people, but just make sure Kayla gets in, okay? But yeah, for the people who are around, so Tenchi's around, so yeah, could you just write strike in capital letters? Just to let me know who is around and available and able to play. No worries if you can't today, but you can other times. But yeah, so Tenchi's a yes, because I know that we've got some people here, so like Viper, but I don't know who else is here. Because like say sometimes, like say Xander's been here throughout these, and Xander has sometimes been able to play and sometimes has not been able to play. So yeah. But that's the thing, actually. Xander says DLC speedrun time, but that's the thing. You don't actually need to have beaten any of the game or any of the DLC, really. Basically, you just need to get to the Crown Tundra, lose to Peony. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You don't actually need to win that initial fight with Peony, and then you can come to this cave. And so you can literally catch a Suicune within the first hour of the game, which is pretty wild. So, yes. But yeah. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to have Kayla join us, and then we're going to have Tenchi and Viper, because they're the only people I can see who are available. But if other people are available, then we'll get you guys added on in the second stream, okay? So we're going to set up a link code. What you're going to do is, once you're on this screen, okay, in the bottom right-hand corner, it says link code with plus. We're going to press the plus button, and then we're going to go... 0809, although I suppose I should go 0908 actually to go in with how I've been doing this, and then 0410, so 0908 0410, okay, 0908 98410. So like 98410 if you prefer that. Okay. We're then going to select yes. If you have entered in your link code correctly, it will be in the top right-hand corner, and then all you need to do is select invite others. If you are connected to the internet and you have successfully typed in that link code with it in the top right-hand corner of the screen, you will then be connected to everyone else. And hopefully we should get Kayla, we should get Tenchi, and we should get Viper. Oh, wait, what'd I do? Oh, sorry, I put my controller down and it did something wrong. Hang on, if you were trying to get in, cancel, go out of the raid. Sorry, I put my controller down and it, like, jammed a button or something like that. I don't know what happened there. We will use the same code, but just back out and then come back in once I have set all this up again. So it was 08090410, so 89410. There we go. Right, sorry about that. I'm going to gently put down the controller. And we'll try this again. Sorry. That was really funny. I put it down just so I could pick up my phone and just check one thing. And then it messed up. Okay. So, oh crud. Oh, I typed in. Oh crud. I typed in the code the wrong way. Sorry. I did type it in the wrong way. Sorry. I put the code in the wrong way. It's 08. Sorry, I did it reverse from how I did it. I said I wasn't going to change the code, and then I accidentally changed the code. So that's the code, okay? Make sure you get the code. It's 08090410. I'm sorry about that. I said I wasn't going to change the code, and then I changed the code. Sorry about that. So back out and go back in again if you typed that in wrong. You can actually change the code on this screen again, but just make sure you're typing it in correctly. So I know that's thing I didn't mean to. Sorry, I got all flustered because of the controller thing. That just really threw me off. Okay, let's see. Okay, Tenchi's in. So I was about to say, oh, maybe I need to back out and do it again. So I'll do the code properly next time, but oh well. So yeah, if you guys can get in, you've got 1 minute 25, which actually means given the 5 to 10 second delay, you've got less time. Should have said this beforehand, but please make sure you are watching the stream live, okay? That you click on the video and then there'll be where you can see the I kind of forget what to call it, but the what's the sort of scroller called at the bottom of the video where you can scroll to the different times in the video. Make sure you are scrolled all the way to the current time. There is a button. It will be red when you're live and it will be gray when you're not live or something like that. But basically just make sure you're not several minutes behind or something. Right, okay, that's Tenchi. You got about 40 seconds, Kayla. I will just carry on. Oh, okay. Okay, if you don't make this, Kayla, we'll get you in on the next one, okay? Because it's just I messed up and then we're already taking time, and just because I'm hopping on later as well, so I will 15, 14. This is so tense. I don't think Kayla's gonna make it. Prove me wrong, Kayla. Prove me wrong. No, it's not your fault at all. Sorry, I missed the stuff about you, connecting to the internet and stuff. So I would have backed out again if I'd have known you were having issues with say your membership and connecting and stuff. Okay, so we're going against Heatran. I guess Crustle is the best one here. It's not great. Hitmontop's pretty good. It's got Drill Run. That's pretty sweet. Hitmontop's definitely the best out of that group. Because Altaria's attacks are all terrible. The Trevenant does have Drain Punch, which is interesting. Beheeyem's okay, although it will take it out of the shiny pool. No, we'll get you on the next one, Kayla. Basically, if when we get near to the end one, you start setting up and practicing. Dean picked Beheeyem. No, why didn't he pick Graplocked? Oh, Dean. We can just make fun of the computer instead. We'll call Dean, not Kayla. Actually, no, not Kayla would be as if you disconnected. So we've got Duraludon, I think, on the left, and then a Drapion on the right. I'm going to look ahead and see. Okay, we've got a Pelipper on the right. That could be quite good. What are the things I don't have shinies for? Pangoro. Oh, Pangora's. I'm going on the right. Okay, I'm gonna go for Drapion. Because I think we're better to beat Drapion as well. I say that, we're probably not. But I have shinies of all the other stuff I can see. So let me go into the other rules and stuff like that. Yeah, if you are playing along with... Oh, so Kayla, just a heads up. When you do play along with, don't be don't be put off by the fact that your gameplay will be about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of the video. So like you will make a decision, and then 5 to 10 seconds later on the stream, you will see that that's when you'll make the decision in the game. I'm gonna use a Max Knuckle because we've all got like physical Pokemon here, and I can kind of help boost us up here. So yeah, so when I say like make sure you're watching the video live, there is just a natural 5 to 10 second delay. So if you're playing along and you're like, oh, the gameplay is ahead of the stream, that's okay. Don't be phased by that. That's not an issue. I just mean if you're like 1 or 2 or 3 minutes behind. If we were on a 3-minute timer to type in a link code and connect to other players, if you're 3 minutes behind, it means you literally cannot connect to our group because you won't find out the code until we've entered the raid den. So just make sure that you're watching live if you want to play along, for anyone who wants to play along. Okay, let me just read out other stuff. When we get to the final battle, once we win against the Heatran or whatever other legendary we might be facing, make sure to like and subscribe. Well, like and subscribe right now, of course. But make sure you also put sparkles in the chat. But don't do it until we win. Don't get presumptive. We don't make assumptions here at Bovio Games. If you have the shiny charm, it will boost your shiny odds even further. And I think that's the most of what I can say. There's also the 2-minute rule and the 59-second rule, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Right, I need to put my phone on to charge now that I've read all the stuff from it. Right, I'm going to just go with a max rock fall here now that we've all had our lovely attack stats boosted and everything. Let's go! So I'm just reading chat and catching up. Oh, hang on, big message. You're on the Dynamax page and... Oh, good. Okay. Oh, yeah, so, Kayla, I do a different... So, and also, for anyone who hasn't done all this before or anything, I enter a different link code every single time. So if you're sort of like, I'll play next time, I'll just type in the link code you did before. Don't do that because that's not how it works. Like every time we successfully do a Dynamax Adventures, I do a different code every time. So just keep that in mind. But basically, when we get to the Heatran, Kayla, just make sure you are connected online and standing in front of the lady and sort of be ready to go, and then I'll make sure that you definitely get in, okay? And we definitely will make sure you get in on this one, but provided you are online and standing in front of her, once we are trying for the second round, we'll definitely get you in. Yay, we won! You'll be in no time, because again, when you play with humans, it goes way faster than if you're going with computers. We might be a bit slower because of Dean. That's the thing, we all have to say his name that way, Dean. But if Dean doesn't slow us down, we should still be pretty good. Okay. Milas, forgive me, if you're welcome to tell me which way around that is. But welcome. Hi, lovely to see you. If you are able and willing to play, let me know and we can add you to the list of people able to play. Yeah, you don't need to talk to the lady yet, Kayla. Because again, but once we are ready to begin the next round, that's when you can like start talking to her and stuff. But don't worry about doing it now, because it will still be about like 10 minutes or so. As long as you're watching the video live, and as long as you are watching the video live, you're caught up. Like it's 4:20 p.m. right now, okay? That's the other thing. We have the Nightbot. I'm going to pick Pelipper just because Pelipper will be useful. I think Pelipper and Pangoro will be good picks. That is, I think that might be like a Boltund or a Manectric ahead. I do have a shiny Manectric, so... Oh, you don't have the DLC. So Milas, do you have, so you don't have the DLC, but do you know about this mode? Have you, like, ever seen anyone else play this mode? Are you familiar with this mode? If not, I can, okay, it's 8:21. Okay, nope, that's good. So you are watching, so yeah, you're definitely live. So that's good. Because it's 8:21 and it's 4:21 for me, so that's good. As long as like the number of minutes are the same, like 21 minutes past, then you're good. You are definitely watching live. So yeah, once we do the Heatran, you'll be in a very good position to join us. Ah, excellent, excellent. For Milas. Okay. Yeah, so basically, for anyone who doesn't know me, yeah, I'm a voice actor. I'm currently on strike, so I'm like less able, there's a lot of work I'm like unable to do now, so I have way more free time, and so I'm like, well, I'm gonna shiny hunt some legendaries and see if I can grow my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate likes and subscribes and just any support you can give for this channel, telling a friend, super chats, Wonga, all that lovely stuff. Yeah, here we go, it's the Nightbot 22-minute game. But the Nightbot 22-minute game, in addition to letting me know that the stream definitely is working and like in sync with you guys, it's also a good way of just letting potential players know whether they are in sync with the stream. So if you see Nightbot saying, oh, it's 22 minutes, like it's 22 minutes and it's like 22 minutes past, or 44 minutes past, it's a good way of knowing, you know, it's just a good way of telling like, yup, I am definitely watching the video live. So there we go. I don't know why Cappy keeps saying chicken, but I'm intrigued. Okay. But yeah. So and the thing is, if you like say, I don't know, if you're like maybe like a minute behind or something, like that's okay. Don't worry. It's just if you're like 2, 3, 4 minutes behind, that's not going to be very good for when you have to do the multiplayer with us. Again, if you are 3 or more minutes behind, it's literally impossible for you to play with us. So that's why I say, you know, just make sure you're watching the video live, but also don't be thrown off when there's like a 5 to 10 second delay between the gameplay and the video if you're playing along. Again, people who have played along with me now are used to the fact that your actual video game will be ahead of the stream in front of you, but I need to say it for people who haven't done it or who have forgotten or whatever. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. No one's Dynamax. That's really weird. Right. Even though I probably don't really need to Dynamax, I'm gonna Dynamax. I'm going Ghost. Oh no, wait. Going Ghost is Terra, not Dynamax. Okay. Let's see. Kayla, all your teams are shinies. You have a shiny G-Max Corviknight. That's awesome. I love that. Let's see. See, this thing, Tenchi's like on a half-hour difference. So basically, when I say like what the time is, obviously I don't expect you to be on the same like hour as me. Like for me, it's like 4:24 p.m. So I don't expect it to be like 4 p.m. your time, but basically it is going to be, if I say it's 4:24 p.m., it's either going to be 24 p.m. your time or like 54 p.m. your time, right? Like, oh, sorry, not p.m., but just 25 minutes past or 55 minutes past. So it's about the number of minutes past the hour, just making sure that you're in sync. And if you're like 1 behind, that's okay. Maybe you're like 30 seconds behind or whatever. Maybe it took a while for me to say it and then for you to be able to reply in chat. But if you're like 3 or more minutes behind the video, it means that you literally can't play with us, because the amount of time you have to type in the link code and join me is 3 minutes. Right, if someone gets this, maybe Viper with the Trevenant, then definitely do that, because Pelipper is it has Weather Ball, so it does have a water move. Wait, Viper's not going for it? Oh, well then I'm gonna switch for it, unless Tenchi doesn't. Okay, Tenchi got it. Good. Okay, well, we are going to go for this, oh, we got a scientist. No, we don't like these scientists. We respect scientists in real life, but we don't like the... Oh, Dean! Dean is switching. Of course, Dean is switching. Don't be a Dean, kids. Viper's gonna switch for the scientist as well? Oh my gosh, Viper, you are bold and brash. Right, I think that's either like a Boltund or a Manectric. I don't have a shiny Pangoro, though, and Pangoro will be very good for the final battle, so either Viper can have it or I will. Right, I'm going to go for... So I'm picking the Pangoro. I hope you do too, because it's going to be way more useful for the Heatran fight. Well, the Pelipper did have a water move, though. It had Weather Ball, which is, like, really strong. Now, obviously, if the Heatran set up the sun, or one of us Dynamaxed and changed the weather, but it did have a water move. It's just that it doesn't initially appear as a water move. But because of the Drizzle ability, it effectively does have a water move. And again, a really strong one, because like Weather Ball's actually like more powerful than Surf, which is really cool. So anyway, but let's see. I'm going to go the Body Press, because that's super effective. Well, no, but it had the Drizzle ability. See? Look, it's set up the rain already. Because that's sort of the point. Pelipper has the Drizzle ability, like it's raining, like no one's attacked yet, but it's raining. So... No, it's okay. Because here's the thing about Pelipper. Pelipper didn't always used to have Drizzle. It only had not even like when... I don't even think when like Gen 5 came out and they like added abilities, Pelipper didn't have Drizzle. I think Drizzle they added in like... I want to say Generation 7, but it might have been Generation 6. So it didn't always have Drizzle, so... but it's why if you ever watch any... Or if you ever see any, like, competitive battle type stuff... any, like, competitive battle type stuff, Pelipper has got more popular in the last few generations, purely just because of how good Drizzle is as an ability. But okay. Right, Oranguru. Ooh, okay. That Oranguru actually could be pretty useful as a support Pokemon. So let's see. Oh, Sly finally got his shiny Kyurem. That's awesome. Congrats, Sly. Did we or did we not send our shiny Sparkle good vibes to Sly a day or two ago? And now Sly has gotten a shiny. That's why you gotta like, subscribe, and do the like, subscribe, and do the sparkles in chat. No, that's okay. No, the instruct. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's the thing. Viper, you can switch for this in a second if you like. I don't mind holding on to my Crustle. If you would like to switch, because this Pangoro will be good against Heatran. Dean missing with the Iron Tail. Because Tenchi will have the Weather Ball, and then the only thing we have to make sure is just whoever Dynamaxes, like, just don't use a move that changes the weather. So if I use a move, like, I won't use the Rock move to change the weather. Aha! You have instructed me to use a Body Press. Excellent. See? You said you didn't have a move, but you ended up winning the battle for us. So thank you, Viper. That was awesome. Well done to Viper and the Scientist for coming in clutch there. Who knew? Yeah. But yeah, so Oranguru, like, thank you for your service, but yes, Viper will be switching for the Pangoro now. So yeah, let's see. Kayla, your favorite best boy and Pokemon on the PFP is your level 100 shiny Zeraora from home. You adore the Lightning Kitty. Now, did you get that from the Pokemon Sword and Shield, like, home event that they had, where you had to win a raid on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then you would get the shiny Zeraora? Because I remember that. I loved that. That was such a cool event. So yeah, let me just check chat for a sec. Okay, we got the berries. So there we go. So we're actually pretty well equipped for this final battle. I don't think we've had any KOs yet, which is quite good. So we're doing pretty well here, I would say. Oh, so could anyone... okay, right. once this raid is over, right, and everyone has put their sparkles in chat, and when we're doing the shiny check after this raid, well, if we get to the shiny check, but no, when we do the shiny check after this raid, when we get to the shiny check, just make sure anyone who hasn't played today but can play, write strike in capital letters in the chat. I think if you do it now, you'll get drowned out by a load of people doing the sparkles in a second. But once we're doing the shiny chat, like after the battle and I'm doing the shiny chat, just write strike so I know who can join in along with Kayla, okay? Right, okay. So Dean is using acupressure because, of course, Dean is not helping us. Let's see. Pelipper's using weather ball. Excellent. We got Pangora's using hammer arm. Nicely done, Viper. And then I'm going to use a body press. Oh, and we got the speed. Oh no, a speed drop on Pangoro, obviously, yes. I thought that was going to be on someone else there. Dean can Dynamax. Okay. Come on, Drapion, use an attack. No, stop using well, actually, okay, if you boost my attack here or something. Oh, of course it's evasiveness. It's always evasiveness. And the lava plume still hit anyway, Dean. Okay, Pelipper's using weather ball. Heatran's getting desperate. It's going to start doing a whole load of attacks. But the rain is saving us. I think Drapion has a teeny bit left. Right, body press. And then Pangoro with the hammer arm. Oh, it's got a teeny bit left. Oh, the humanity. What are the odds Drapion doesn't finish it off? Right, this is going to be a very prolonged final turn just because I will do the Dynamax since no one else did. Yeah, the computers never Dynamax because I think basically that they never Dynamax so that they don't rob any human players of being able to do it. When you're playing the battle tower, they do. It's really random in the battle tower when you're fighting against someone and they just like randomly Dynamax their final Pokemon. It's like so strange. Okay. Right. Right, so we're going to always catch your Pokemon. Make sure you have lots of Pokeballs if you do this mode, because you're going to be catching a lot of Pokemon. Sparkles in chat, everyone. Sparkles in chat. We won. And like and subscribe as well if you haven't. Please, if you haven't liked the video, please do it right now. Hop do it in the post-game. Yeah, and the animation's shorter, yes. Like, the trainers do, like, a lot of, like, the big trainers do when you battle them and stuff like that. But just in like, this mode, they don't do it. Right, we're going to do our shiny check. Oh, well, you can use Ultra Balls if you like. Yeah, hang on. Let's just see Kayla's message. Oh, don't worry about big message. I mean, for one thing, that I don't deem that a big message, but don't worry, that's not a big message at all. Do you know what spat means on the right side by the Pokemon's name and level? Your Zero Aura has this along with the original trainer. Is it to do with the language? Does it mean like the language of the game? Does it mean it's Spanish? If you have any other foreign Pokemon, you could check this, but I think it might be to do with the language of the game that it comes from. I might be able to demonstrate this for you in a minute. Let's see. Okay, right, let's do our shiny check. So Drapion would be red. So remember, we're doing the double check, okay? Anyone who wants to join in who hasn't played yet, please put strike in capital letters in the chat right now, okay? Kayla doesn't have to because we'll get Kayla in a minute. But let's do our double check. So our preliminary check, first check. You would be red. No. You would be green. No. You would be some color that I can't remember. No. And you would have the magenta eyes. No. Ah. Shame. We didn't get it. But we'll do the double check now. So we look to the Galar symbol in the bottom left. No sparkles next to that, no sparkles next to that, no sparkles next to that, and no sparkles next to the Heatran. Ah, what a shame. Oh, the humanity. I don't know which of these to pick. I can't remember whether I picked a Pangoro before or not, so I'm gonna pick the Drapion. No, I'll pick the Pelipper, because it had the Drought ability, and the Drizzle ability, and that's really cool. Okay. You hope it's a home Zero Aura, as it says the original trainer, that is. Yes, I do want to keep a record of Heatran. Let me just check one thing very quickly. I don't think I have any, like, traded Pokemon in this game, but let me just see. So where does it say? Oh, no. You're looking at, like, Pokemon Home, don't you? I don't think I have, like, any traded Pokemon on this game. I think they're all just ones that I've caught. Because I don't think I really have anything from, like, a different game. Oh, wait, hang on, Holly. That was a traded Pokemon. But I don't think it will have a different name. Snips! Citizen Snips! Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. It could be to do with the language, is my possible guess. But, although usually it doesn't say the language in your own... Like, if your game is in Spanish, it wouldn't point out that your game is in Spanish. It just does it for other ones. But yeah. But, like, I had a Spanish Machamp in, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because I traded for a Machoke online. But anyway. That's the thing, it could mean that the Pokemon Home is Spanish in origin. So, yeah. Okay, right, so we're gonna get Kayla in, and then did anyone else put Strike? Is anyone else here who can join in? Otherwise, we could just get Tenchi and Viper in again. I don't know if, like, Xander's around, or if anyone else is around. I'm not sure. But if no one else is around, if no one else can strike, then we can easily have Viper and Tenchi in again. But yeah. Okay. Let's... Yeah, exactly, because, like, English is ENG. Because here's the thing, right? If you get a traded Pokemon, even if it's from an English language game, it will say Eng next to the name. Okay, Xander, you'll be around later. Okay, we'll get you tonight then. Right, so just for Kayla, just as the extra reminder, you know, on the Y button, you've got the internet connected, right? Sort of thing in the top right hand corner. If you don't, press the plus button, but if you do, then you don't need to press anything. And then the logo should be, I think, blue in the bottom left hand corner. And then we're going to talk to the lady. She's going to say, would you like to do a Dynamax adventure? You're going to select anything is fine. Okay, select anything is fine, but I'm going to select Heatran. I mean, I suppose if you have Heatran, you could select that as well. We're going to save our game because we like to save 50 bajillion times here at Bovio Games. And then we're going to do the link code, and we're going to go 0908. No, wait, sorry, that's the 0908, okay? 0908, and then 0439, okay? So that's 0908 0439. Okay, you're going to press the plus button to confirm it. We're going to press yes or a yes. And then in the top right hand corner, it will say the link code 0908 0439. And then I'm going to press the A button to invite others. And then if you guys do that as well, and we should all find each other. So there we go. So we should see Kayla in a second. We have two rules, although I'm not sure how relevant or not they'll be today. But we have two rules. We have the 2-minute rule, which is where if nobody else is connected, when there's 2 minutes left, I will duck out and then go back in again, because I think it means that maybe something's wrong. And then... because, like, no one seems to be connecting yet. Kayla, Tenchi, nor Viper are connecting. So maybe that means there's, like, some kind of error. Oh, no, there we go. Is that you, Kayla? Are you Sylphire? That's a cool name if it is. Yay, okay, you made it. And then what we have, so we have the 2-minute rule, which is if we get to 2 minutes. Oh, you're all ready, excellent. We have the 2-minute rule, where if you're not if no one is connected with 2 minutes remaining, I will go back out and go back in, because maybe it means there's some kind of error with the matching system. I'm going to go with Mudsdale, because it's pretty good. Kangaskhan has Dig, which is good to keep in mind. The Scolipede is not very good at all, I would say. So just keep that in mind. We will be facing Heatran, so do go for things with like ground moves, fighting moves, water moves, that kind of stuff. And yay, I'm so glad you're in, Kayla, because we were really unlucky yesterday not to be able to get you, so I'm really happy we were able to today. Okay, there's a strong fire-type reaction in the den. Okay, so I'm going to look ahead. So we've got a Greedent on the right and a Boldore on the left. Honestly, I'm tempted to go with the Boldore just because that's going to be way easier to defeat than a bulky Greedent. And then we can pick something else. We could go against the Jinx because that's easy. There's a Galarian Weezing. I know that that is a Crawdaunt on the left, but that's not going to necessarily be that helpful. I think we already have a pretty good team here. Kayla may want to switch out the Dragonite at some point, but we'll figure that out when we get there. And this Boldore may have like some awesome ground type move, which could actually be quite useful. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you got the gold outfit. Nice. Okay, right. I am gonna Dynamax and use my. Actually, what move do I want to use here? Because that's... Okay, yeah, no. I will use a Max Quake. I know that doesn't boost our attack, but again, this should be pretty easy to beat, so... and yeah, I haven't said, I suppose, I've got 3 rules for, like, how to pick the Pokemon that we pick on the map. Number 1 is stuff that's going to be good against the boss. So if we're going against a Heatran, then we want to try and go for ground types and good ground type moves. Or water types and fighting types. Things that are super effective against it, things that resist it, whatever. So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2 is we want to try and... Or we can go for things that are like easy to defeat and will give us an easy path through the Dynamax Adventures. So for example, Boldore's not a fully evolved Pokemon. It probably shouldn't be able to deal too much damage to us. So it should be a pretty easy Pokemon to beat, although it will probably KO someone now, and I'll be like, why did we face the Boldore? Oh, it's using... Okay, it does have a ground move. It has a ground move. Look at that. But look, see, that did hardly any damage. That did nothing. So, yeah, easy stuff. Right, I will use another Max Quake here, but we should KO it this time because we've got the Dig, and, you know, if we use, like, Bullet Punch or Hammer Arm or whatever, this will all be pretty good. Let's see. Kangaskhan's using Dig Eternal, quick before the hyena come. Oh no, Blizzard missed. No. Pangora's using Coaching. Okay. Yeah. So, if it's good against the boss Pokemon, that's rule number 1. Also, criteria number 2: Pokemon that are just easy to get through the Dynamax Adventures, like they're easy to beat, or things that I don't have as shiny. Which, you know, you can rank that one as high as you like. I've ranked it 3rd because that is the way that we should prioritize it, I guess. But if you want to help me out, in addition to liking and subscribing, then you can help me get a shiny that I don't have yet, at least. It's the Nightbot 22-minute game, and it's 4:44 my time. So there we go. Oh, Kayla, oh, thank you. So the interesting thing about my avatar, I did say this in, like, the first stream, but this is my Pokemon Shield, so this is, like, my second game, and this is, like, my second playthrough, essentially, of the Sword and Shield games. So this isn't kind of, like, my OG avatar. My OG one has hair that's sort of closer to what I currently have, but that's the thing. Basically, I got this game like a year and a bit into the pandemic or whatever, when my hair was starting to get long. So that's why this game has a slightly longer haircut than the Sword and Shield one, and why neither doesn't have like super long hair, which is what I used to have. Okay, so that does have Stomping Tantrum, which is pretty good. So I'll say I'm good without it. The Heatran does have Iron Head, so that will be good against Boldore, but it does resist the fire moves. I don't have a shiny Jinx, and we have a load of Pokemon that are like very good against Jinx. So I'm just making my claim there. And then we do have the Slowking ahead. There's a Slowking. I think is that like a Tyrantrum or an Amora or Aurorus or something like that. So I'm gonna go with Jinx. Woo! Let's see if we get a shiny Jinx. Yeah. Tenchi, you rank it first because you're biased. Well, that's very kind, but you really don't have to. Again, please, if I ever recommend the shiny, or like the, oh, I need that because it's shiny, and it's a terrible idea, you are 100% welcome to go against me in the voting. Sometimes I will pick the shiny just because, like, hey, I need a shiny Jinx, and I fancy that 1 in 100 chance of getting one, you know? So right, I'm going to go with the Lash Out, because it's a super effective move, and then we'll see what happens. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Oh, Kayla, you can Dynamax. Oh, and definitely this, because I've kind of noticed this. A lot of people don't seem to Dynamax, and I don't know why. Unless your Pokemon is really terrible, like that Oranguru or anything that Dean picked, definitely Dynamax, because your move will be more powerful. You can get some kind of stat boost or set up some better weather. Because the thing is, we always want to take out these Pokemon as quickly as possible. So it's like, if you're like, generally we're going to beat Pokemon within about 2 turns. No, Boulder fell asleep. That sucks. See, look, Pangoro just like got that, just did half the damage there. So if you're like, oh, I won't Dynamax because a Pokemon 2 Dynamaxes from me now is like better to Dynamax, it's like generally these battles are only going to last about 2 turns. So see, look, there we go. We beat it in like 5 moves. You know, less than 1.5 turns. So that was really quick and easy. So I definitely recommend always Dynamax, unless you have like really terrible moves. Like, say if we're against Heatran and you have a Magmar. The Magmar in this game knows like fire moves, which do no damage to Heatran because of Heatran's ability. I think it has Clear Smog, which again is like, Heatran is immune to that. And then it's got like a normal type move or something like that. You know, something like a Magmar would be terrible. So like, yeah, don't. Oh no, wait, hang on. Is that sleep gonna carry on? Oh, that sucks. Well, hopefully that'll heal up or cure before the Heatran. But that's funny that the sleep is preserved. So yeah. So let's see. So we do have the Slowking. What's the rock? Is that like a Tyrantrum? I feel like it's some kind of fossil. We can only pick between these 2. The Slowking is good against, the Slowking will be good. And there is a Backpacker there as well. So I'm tempted to go for the Slowking. That's what I'm going to pick. Just because, like, we could trade for that. Either Tenchi could get it, so that Tenchi has something a bit better. But Tenchi still has Dig. And Dig will be really, really good against Heatran. So, oh, chat, does anyone have any idea how to get rid of your hiccups? You may have asked this before, maybe a year ago. Okay, Jelly Donkey. Here is my sort of patented rule for helping get rid of hiccups, okay? So basically, what you need to do, and I know that this might be hard, but what you need to do is, so like through your nose, right? Inhale as much as possible, so like, and inhale and inhale, and you may need to do like a little bit of an exhale with your mouth so that you can then inhale more, so like sniff and then a little with your mouth, and then you're gonna breathe in and you're gonna breathe in. Be careful about like how deeply you breathe in, like don't get too, you know, don't breathe in so deeply that you feel like you need to immediately breathe out, but get a nice deep breath in. Make sure you're standing up, don't sit down and be all slouched over or anything like that. But like stand up, get a nice deep breath in, get it nice in your diaphragm, and then hold it. Hold your breath for like as insanely long as you can. I mean, obviously, like once you need to breathe, please breathe. But like hold it in for like as long as possible until it starts to get uncomfortable, and then do that again. Like breathe in and breathe in and breathe in and breathe in, and then, you know, get to a comfortable but like nice big level. Oh gosh, that was powerful. of breathing in and then hold it and hold it and hold it. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, that sort of should have got rid of your hiccups. If it doesn't, then the other thing you need to do is you need to do the breathing in, but then once you have like breathed in, drink some water. But the reason I don't recommend the water thing and why I just recommend the breathing to start with is drinking water whilst holding your breath is actually really hard, because when we drink water, we tend to just very instinctively do like little adjustment breaths where like you'll kind of like breathe out a little, or you'll do like a little extra breathe in and breathe out kind of thing, just to kind of like time your breathing in and out with drinking water. So only do the drinking water thing if it gets desperate, or if just breathing in doesn't work. But like breathe in and in and in, get a nice deep breath. Again, if you're kind of like slouched over sitting down, do like stand up maybe, just so that your diaphragm is nice and free and not all scrunched up. But like breathe in and hold it and hold it and hold it, and then when you need to breathe out, like breathe out through your mouth and then just like breathe in again. I probably do kind of need this for healing, but I will pass on it just because I do have the ground move. And Tenchi does need it more, so yeah. Okay. So there we go. I am having a drink, not for hiccup reasons, but just for thirst reasons, because I ate dinner like soon before I ate this. Let's see what we got. Eviolite. Eviolite would be really good for the Boldor if Boldor can get that, but I don't know. I'm going to go for Bright Powder, just because, you know, if I had more health, I'd go for the Shell Bell, but I may as well go for the Bright Powder to see if that helps me survive. Oh, Chespin! Hi, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Lovely to have you here. Thank you. That is such a nice compliment. Thank you so much. If you would like to play along with us, Chespin, we are gonna. Oh, hang on. Wish you could have said that sooner, but here you are 5 minutes later. No, that's okay. Did you just subscribe, Chespin? Sorry, I do have a thing which is supposed to tell me if people are subscribing or not subscribing, but it doesn't work very well, so I never know when people subscribe. But if you just subscribed so that you could join the chat, thank you so much. That's really, really kind. Oh, you did just subscribe. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you know... I don't know if you know me. I don't know if you're familiar with me at all or anything. But I'm a voice actor, and currently voice actors are on strike from video games. So I basically... And voice acting for video games is like most of my work and most of my income and everything. So basically right now, I can't really do a lot of the work that I do, and I also just don't really have a lot to do because I can't work right now. And if you want to know what stuff I'm in, chat can tell you what stuff I have done voice acting for, and you can see if you're familiar with any of it. So I'm doing Dynamax Adventures, seeing if I can catch some shiny legendary Pokemon or just other shiny Pokemon. And I'm just going to see what I can accomplish during this strike with regards to shiny hunting via the Dynamax Adventures. And I'm just trying to like grow my channel as well. I'm streaming most days now. I'm just hopping on this mode and playing with my chat. So if you want to play along with me, if you have this DLC and you want to play along with me, let me know in a few minutes, okay? And we have a really fun tradition. Oh no, I just got KO'd. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasted the Dynamax. Okay, that's the one time where maybe don't do your Dynamax. But I was hoping that, like, maybe the Bright Powder would help me. Oh, well. But we do have a fun tradition in a sec. When we defeat the boss legendary Pokemon, we put, like, sparkles and star emojis in the chat. But only once we win, okay? Don't do it before we've won. But once we've won and we've definitely succeeded and defeated the boss... then we put sparkles and stars in the chat to try and give everyone the best of shiny luck, and then we do our double shiny check. We do our patented double shiny check. Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, sorry. I am sorry that like you have to subscribe in order to be able to join chat. It's just it's a really good vehicle to block like spam bot messages and stuff like that. Like we never get like spam bots in the chat here at Bovio Games because because we have the you have to be subscribed to chat. So we don't get people trying to sell us like, you know, cheap products and dodgy other stuff. So okay, everyone, put your sparkle emojis in the chat and your stars. Let's see. Chespin, you know a handful of voice actors. Glad to add you to the list. Now, Huzo, what's it now? Strikes. So voice actors are currently on strike for video games. So right now, voice actors are not voicing for video games right now. Like there aren't any like video game voiceover sessions. There are a few because there are some companies. Basically, the long story short is we're fighting against AI protections because right now there's nothing to stop a video game company from essentially stealing our voices. So we're trying to fight for those protections so that video game companies can't steal our voices. And that's what we're kind of fighting for, and it means that unless a company agrees to kind of like there's like an interim agreement. So there are some video games which are like, yeah, we'll sign an agreement, we won't steal your voice, that's cool. And so some video games are still working and still recording, but a lot of the sort of voice acting for video games industry is basically shut down right now, including for myself. And video games is where I do a lot of my voice acting. And it has been where I've done all my voice acting for like the last 8 months. So yeah, I'm sort of currently out of work essentially. Right, we're doing the double check. Thank you for your sparkles. And we didn't get any shinies, but we're going to do the double check. We have to check a second time. So we did our preliminary check. So Boldor, not shiny. There are no sparkles next to the Galar symbol. Jinx, not shiny. No sparkles next to the Galar symbol. Slowking, not shiny. No next to the symbol. And Heatran, nothing there either. I'm going to go for the Boldor because I think I may have already picked... I've definitely picked Slowking. I can't remember whether I picked Jinx before, so I'm just going to go with Boldor. So yeah. But yes, people in chat are telling you what I've done. The reason why... please don't think I'm being lazy by saying chat can tell you what I've voiced in. It's just... because a bunch of the things I have voiced in are video games, I may or may not be allowed to list a bunch of my credits. So it's just easier if my chat tells you what I'm in, and then they can tell you what projects I'm in. I mean, I could tell you, like, you know, things like anime I've been in and, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, like, oh, I've been in Beyblade and a Miraculous Ladybug and stuff like that. But yeah. So, Chespin, my quick question to you. Do you have the DLC, a Nintendo Switch online subscription? And if the answer to both of those is yes, would you like to join us and play along? Zahn just pointed out a good one. So, let's see. Because otherwise, if no one else is... basically, if there's no one new who can play... Shabartooth, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Welcome back. Lovely to see you. So, yeah, so basically there's a load of voice actors on strike at the minute. Well, I mean, basically most voice actors. At least one's based in America. You may be able to tell I have an English accent. But I live and work in America. I've lived in America for over 6 years now. So this is my home. So there may be voice actors in other countries who are not in strike, who are not on strike. But if they are in America, video game voice actors in America, they are likely to be on strike right now. Even some who are not part of the union, they're joining us and kind of in solidarity. So yeah. Right. If no one else, I don't know if Chespin did say whether they can play or not. If Chespin can't join us, then we'll just carry on with the team of 3 that we've been using. But then otherwise, yeah. And if you're in the USE, please remember to register to vote. Although make sure you definitely do register to vote through some authentic and genuine means. I've put a link there to vote.org, who are a wonderful organization who help people do that. Because there are some websites and things that will claim they're registering you to vote, but then they actually won't do it. Very naughty. So yeah, but this election's going to be very important. I am a mere green card holder, so I can't vote, so this is just my way of trying to make sure that people who can vote do vote, and because people do get culled from election registration things, and I missed out on the UK elections earlier this year because they did not send out the ballots fast enough and stuff like that, so I just want to make sure that anyone who can vote does get to. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we'll just go with our same team of 3 again. Make sure you are still connected online. It should be blue in the bottom left-hand corner. And it still says internet, so we're still good. Would you like to embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, please. One thing I am just going to do, I will be right back. I'm just going to refill my water bottle because, like I said, I did eat right before this, and it was quite salty. So I need to go back. I need to just go and fill up my water bottle quick. But I'll be right back. So just get your switches ready. Make sure you're connected online. You guys select anything is fine. I'll select Heatran in a sec, and then I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Give me 2 secs. I didn't mute the microphone, so you could probably hear me opening and closing the door. I'm back! Okay. Right, I'm going to select Heatran, and then we'll be... Okay, so what we're going to do, press the link code, and we're going to set the link code at 09080502, and then we're going to go OK. So we've set our link code at 09080502. And then we're going to select, invite others. And if you're connected online and you have typed in that code, it should link you all to me, and then we should all be good. Right, I'm going to have more drink now whilst I wait. There we go. Oh, right, I haven't done the screen. Whoops. There we go. Sorry, I'm back. Maybe I'm not back. Am I back? Oh, hang on. Why has that not worked? Hold on. Oh, hang on. Why is my Switch not? The screen has gone black. Hang on. Why is that? Why is the screen black? Hang on. Deactivate. Activate. Okay, I don't know why that wasn't working. Sorry. I had done it, but, like, it just hadn't... That was very odd. Okay, there we go. 09080502. Sorry about that. 090. I had done the screen, but it just wasn't changing. That was really weird. Well, luckily Tenchi didn't miss it. That was really weird. I hadn't done the screen at first, but then even once I was doing the screen, it like wasn't working. That was really odd. Don't know why it was doing that. Jelly Ducky, you must ask, who made the little drawing? As in the one of me? That was Masuki, Masuki_Inc. You can find them on, I want to say, Instagram and Twitter with that name. And then we're just waiting for Tenchi. 09080502. Yeah, okay, I did say that right. Okay, and it's Tenchi. Okay, excellent. We're all in. Yeah. So that was Masuki Inc. Masuki had, when I did my first ever live autograph stream, okay, so we're still facing Heatran, so I will go with the Celio, because it's got all that thick, fat blubber. Whale nuggets, they're chewy. But oh no, sorry, blubber nuggets. They're chewy. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. But yeah. So when I did my first signing stream, Masuki did some like fun little kind of doodles, like sort of fan art doodle kind of things of me throughout the stream kind of thing. Like, you know, there's a bit where I like picked up one of the cats and put one of the cats on the bed and stuff. So Masuki did like a picture of me like holding one of the cats and this and that and whatever, and of like fun little moments that had happened. And it was just really fun. And so I always really liked Masuki's style, and I sort of asked Masuki if they could do... okay, there's a Alolan Raichu. I do have a shiny of a Alolan Raichu, but I am happy to get one if anyone wants. Although, what is that? Is that Tyrantrum or is that something else? Oh, there are water types on the left. Oh, I'm kind of tempted to go on the left, honestly, actually, even though I've... Why can I not recognize that? I can't tell if it's like 4 legs or 2. It looks like a Rhydon's bottom and a Sceptile's tail. Because it's got like a bushy tail, and like Tyrantrum doesn't have a bushy tail, at least I don't think. Oh, it's Armaldo! Oh, well, I need a shiny Armaldo, so this is great. Okay, so basically Gerda and Celio are going to be good against... they're going to be good against the Heatran. Armaldo probably does have like... I can't remember what moves it has, so it might have something that's good against Heatran. Like, if it has a ground move, then let's go for it. But I don't know. It's going to be better than, like, Unpheasant, but we'll have to see. And I don't know what moves the Nidoking has. If Nidoking has a ground move, then that's great against Heatran as well. And yes, I do have Masuki in the description. The thing, I try and make sure Masuki is definitely in the description. I think I've just kind of had Masuki in the description for all videos, but if I've ever had like a piece of artwork in like the thumbnail or anything, then I try to credit Masuki. So yeah. So let's see what we got. Oh, Kayla, that's really sweet. I look forward to that day. I mean, again, hopefully maybe like I'll be able to do events someday. But the thing about events, I'm sorry for people who've heard me say this like a bajillion times before. So like Xander's just like, why am I a mod again? No, I'm kidding. But someone like Xander has heard me say this a bajillion times. So just I'm really sorry. But for anyone who hasn't heard me say this, so I am more open to doing events right now. I mean, maybe not literally right now because there is like a bit of a COVID spike right now. But basically, I am more open to events at the minute. But the problem is that like my biggest credit and the thing I was most well known for is kind of like a thing that was at the peak. The peak of my popularity was like 3 years ago or so. And so it's kind of hard to, you know, getting invited to a con is kind of like a business decision for them and stuff like that, because they have to, you know, like fly you out and stuff like that, and they have to make sure that you're going to be a big draw for their event. You know, like if you're going to go to their event, they want to make sure that, you know, people are going to see you and be like, oh, I better buy a ticket for that event because Bo is going to be there. And, you know, there are other people who are just more popular than me or who are going to bring in more people than me. So I'm a bit of a hard swing for conventions and stuff like that. I'm probably, you know, I like never get invited to them or anything. You know, so, but it's one of those things where I think the way for me to get it is if I got some other big role in the near future, or something like that, like in the next year or so, if something like that came along, that would be like really amazing, because then I could say like, hey, I'm this big new character in this new thing or whatever, and then I was also this other big character that people may have loved a few years ago, right? Like I think that would be the way to be able to kind of get myself into the con game and stuff like that, the convention game. So I shouldn't call it the con game because that sounds bad, but like the convention circuit or whatever. So I would be more willing and open to doing conventions now, because I did get invited to one a couple of years ago, but it was like super pandemic-y back then. You know, like the vaccine, I think, had only just become a thing, or it may not have even been a thing at the time. It may have been like just before the vaccine. So yeah. Oh, it does have Stomping Tantrum, so that is a very good Armaldo if Viper wants it, or if Tenchi needs it for healing, because I don't know what moves the Nidoking has, because I wasn't paying attention during that battle. I was looking at chat. Plus also my chat has like, hang on, Oswin, you have to go since it's 1 a.m. and you have to be up at 7. Oh my gosh, good golly gosh. Thank you so much. These are helping your anxiety at night, and I hope the shiny heads. Oh, Oswin, that's so sweet. Oh, well, thank you. I hope that these oh no, I'm good without it. Sorry. Sorry. I almost like accidentally took that from you. But yeah, no, well, I'm glad, Oswin. Okay. Ooh, is that a Druddigan? Or is that something else? I don't have shiny Druddigan. That's like an Azumarill, and there is a scientist there. But I am, for the memes, because we do have quite a good team here, going to pick the Druddigan, if that is indeed a Druddigan. Because shiny Druddigans are really cool, and I have a shiny Azumarill, and if the and the Azumarill, there was that Azumarill the other day that had Sip Zapper, which is a useful ability defensively, but Azumarill's got such terrible attack if it doesn't have the huge power ability, that it's kind of pointless having it if it doesn't have the huge power ability. So anyway, sorry, my chat did get behind there, so let me just scroll back. Oh, Rohit, hi, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay, I'm going to use Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam, to see how this goes. But yeah. But so anyway, that's my spiel on conventions. Sorry to the people who have heard me say it a bajillion times. Why is my stream being all laggy? There's like no one else here at the minute using the internet. It's probably just because this laptop sucks, but still. Like I try my best. Again, I need a better computer than this, but again, right now I just need to focus on like surviving since I'm out of work. But anyway. But yeah, so sorry. The reason I brought all that up is because Kayla said about prints. So, I mean, I am hoping someday to be able to meet people in person and do the whole prints thing. But right now I do just have the like online autograph shop thingy. And so that's like all I've got at the minute. But again, hopefully someday I will get to go out and meet people. But again, I think I need to get some other role first so it can be like Bo Bridgeland, the voice of Himini Ha and Hoobity Woo, and also the other character from the other thing that I can't say because of, you know, I better be careful about talking about my roles because I'm on strike, but you know what I mean. And I probably accidentally said it a few minutes ago anyway. I can't remember whether I just vaguely said, like, you know, popular for a thing 3 years ago, or whether I actually did say the name, but if I said the name, I didn't say the name. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Rohit, just keep in mind what Xander said, but also I actually don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that question even means, I'm afraid, so I'm really sorry. But if you're willing to explain, if you're willing to outline what your question means, I'll happily try and answer it. If it's something I can answer, do remember just that I might not be able to answer certain questions and stuff, so do just keep that in mind. Hibadoo, Shibatu's favorite character. But yes. Right, always catch everything, even though we can fail. But yes. Let's see. I'm really annoyed that it didn't tell me Chespin subscribed earlier. Again, this is the little activity thing is supposed to tell me when people subscribe. So I don't know why it didn't do that, but oh well. Oh, the Druddigan does have Dig, so that actually is pretty good for anyone who wants it. I mean, we do have some pretty good Pokemon, but like Dig, you know, quick before the Hyena come, that could be pretty good. But I'm good without it because I've got my Thelio. So yeah. Kayla's switching out for the Druddigan. So I do just think that, like, if there's like any fun tune. It's fun to hum it in a Peter voice. So there's a Bronzong. I've got a shiny of that, and it's not very good against Heatran. Grass is not very good against Heatran. And a rock type could know... Oh, that's like a Dusk Lycanroc rock. Let's go for the Dusk Lycanroc rock, because we can beat that thing easily, and because maybe it has a ground move. I know that there are berries behind the grass type, but... Is your Pokemon feeling a bit worn out? But yeah, I don't want another random rental Pokemon. Don't ever pick the random rental Pokemon unless the one you have is so gosh darn terrible that that you have nothing to lose by getting rid of it. But we got the Backpacker behind, so we'll get a cool item after this, and then that'll be really good. Hey, Lois. So I'm just trying to think of a point. I gotten a Alolan Golem. Anyway, so I don't do a good Peter, but and if I had, and again, if I hadn't been talking for an hour after a very salty meal, which has dehydrated me, I'd be able to do a better Joe than a better Peter. But anyway, Bark. Right, I'm just gonna use Brine. Speaking of salty, I'm gonna use Brine. You like quoting people's comments in streams to your IRL friends. They get so confused, Jelly Ducky says. I like that. Where was the water type? Oh, what, instead of the Azumarill? I thought that was an Azumarill. That looked like an Azumarill to me. Because it was sort of like bobbing side to side, which is like what like Azumarill's animation does, whereas Marshtomp kind of... I think Marshtomp kind of does more of like a up and down type thing. Oh, well, thank you, Xander. I'm going to just quickly... I don't know why this is like lagging so much. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't really know how to like improve lag. If you again, maybe it is just I've got a terrible computer. Is the simple answer. But yeah, unless you mean there was like a water type somewhere else on the map or something. Teresa, hi, lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what we've got. I'm just gonna go for another Brine. This will do more damage now that it's in the lower half of its health. Let's see. Boom, baby. We got it. Okay, Lycanroc is weak. Throw a Pokeball. Catch and catch. And we got the Lycanroc. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Okay. And then, right, so I'm personally good without this again. My Celio's like hanging in there all right. Okay, it does only have, like, Brick Break is only good, but then against the Heatran, but if it Dynamaxes, it could be good. But, I mean, I think we're probably good without this, honestly, unless you just sort of want to do it for, like, the healing. But, right, and in we go. Oh, no, wait, we got the Backpacker first. Oh, I'll go for Eviolite, because I'm a not fully evolved Pokemon. So basically, yeah, I should have good survivability with this thing. But yeah, so this is our, I want to say this is our third raid, and then, this is our third raid, but then tonight, I'll be back at 8 p.m. I'll just take a bit of break between streams, but I'll be back at like 8 p.m. We'll do like another 4. So we'll do 4 Dynamaxes now, 4 Dynamaxes later, and then we'll do, oh, I get to Dynamax. So I'm going to set up the rain. I'm just going to go for the special attack one, because I think Heatran's special defense is worse than its physical. I don't really know. Usually steel types have better physical defense than special, unless there's like something interesting about them, you know. Right, okay. So let's see. That's basically the presumption that I kind of make there, or the reason I make that presumption. Right, high horsepower, boom, baby. That did so much damage. Yeah, that's the thing. If you got the ground moves, you're in like a really good position. Okay. Get ready to, not just yet, we gotta wait till we win, but get ready to put sparkles in chat. And if anyone hasn't played yet but has joined in, and oh yeah, but yeah, just for anyone who missed the announcement earlier, yeah, I'm doing 2 streams today, so I'm gonna be back at 8 p.m. Pacific time. So like right here, right now, it's 5:20 p.m. Okay, it's 5:20 p.m. So what's that, like 2 hours and 40 minutes from now? So what's that, like 160 minutes from now? I will be back with more. So basically I'm doing a stream now, another stream tonight. We'll do like a big one, or a bigger one tomorrow, Saturday, the usual like 11 a.m. stream, okay? So we'll do the usual 11 a.m. Saturday thing, but then on Sunday, I'm going to do a 1 p.m. stream as well. The Sunday one will kind of be like more like one of the weekday ones. It'll be a bit shorter or whatever. But yeah, so basically 4 streams in 3 days, because hey, I'm on strike and this weekend's a good opportunity to do it and stuff. So just, if you weren't here earlier, I will be back like literally later today. I'm just going to take a bit of a break to cool down, feed some stray cats that we feed, and stuff like that. But then we'll be back, and then and yeah. But yes. Okay, we did it. Right, sparkles in chat. That's the thing. This mode definitely is so much better when you play with other people. Even if you play with other people randomly online and you can't communicate with them, like, at all, it's still really, really, it's still really good, because everyone just, you know, like, if you know what Pokemon's at the end, you kind of know, like, which kind of Pokemon to trade for. You know whether a Pokemon is actually good to trade or not. Like, oh, that Seismitoad is terrible. Whereas, like, Dean won't know that. So, so yeah. Right, sparkles in chat, sparkles and stars and sparkles. And then, yeah. Right, so let's do our double check, okay? Our patented double check. Our Moldo is sadly not shiny. Oh, but that's okay. Drodigan, will it be green and orange? No, it's not shiny. Will our Lycanroc be blue, even though I already have a Lycanroc? No, it's not. Will our Heatran have magenta eyes? No, it does not. So that's a shame. No shinies. Dang, no shinies. What the heck? So let's do our secondary check just to be sure. So we check the Galar symbol, we check next to the logo, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Ah, what's going on? No, it's okay. I don't know which one of these to pick, actually. I feel like I might have an Armaldo somewhere, but I'll pick Armaldo. And then I'll get a Drodigan if we face one again, I guess. So there we go. I can't remember, Viper, do you have the shiny charm or not? Sorry, I know Tenchi does. I remember Tenchi does. And then Kayla, do you have the shiny charm? Oh, hang on, why are you being weird? Joystick. Okay, that was weird. Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll just give everyone just a second to, Wait, Tenchi got the Drodigan! No way! Ah! No way! Oh, Kayla, you have it too. That's excellent. So, Viper, you don't. Oh, that's a shame, because it really does improve the shiny odds. And actually, so, if you have, like, this game, and, like, Scarlet and Violet, and Pokemon Home, you can get you probably could get the Pokedex completed quite quickly. I know 400 sounds like an overwhelming number, but like so many of these Pokemon are available in Scarlet and Violet. Like if I literally, you know, it's like the starters are all in Scarlet and Violet, not in Scarlet and Violet. But then, and I think not in Scarlet and Violet either. These guys are in Scarlet and Violet. These guys are in Scarlet and Violet. These guys are in Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet. These aren't in Scarlet and Violet, because I'd have shinies of them if I did. These guys aren't in Scarlet and Violet. Now, the Galarian Zigzagoons... Well, Zigzagoon, I think, just period full stop is not, but, like, neither's Wooloo. But, like, Lotad and Lombre are in there, at least in the DLC. You know, I am talking if you got the DLC. Same with, is Seedot? I can't remember where the Seedot is in Shiftry. No, Shiftry's in there, yeah, because it got the new ability, I think. And then Chutel and Dreadnought are. These guys aren't. These guys aren't. These guys aren't. I can't remember about these guys. I feel like they might be in the DLC. These guys are. The Oddish family are. Badoo isn't. But Wingull is. So, like, loads of these Pokemon, though, are, like, available in Scarlet and Violet. So it's kind of like between the games, you could, like, transfer over a lot of stuff. So, I don't know. It's something to keep in mind. It's definitely something to keep in mind. Right, anyway, Bark. Because that 1 in 100 shiny chance, like, Tenchi has gotten 2 shinies from, like, playing with me. And I've gotten, like 3 shinies now. Is it 2 or 3? You know, I got 3. I can't remember what they all... There's the Araquanid, the Mewtwo, and then... Oh, no, wait, no, I'm thinking of a Selgor. The Selgor was from last year. So I've gotten 2, Tenchi's gotten 2, so keep it in mind, if you can. But let's see, Kayla, yeah, no, definitely. We'll join quickly. Yeah, Viper! You're gonna do it, excellent. Because, yeah, it does, it definitely does help. But right, anyway, let's do one more. We'll do one more. We won't do a secret 5th one afterwards, because again, I'm coming back at like 8 p.m. So, but let's do one more. And then let's see. So I'm gonna pick Heatran. You guys are gonna pick anything. It's fine. Anything goes. And then let's see. Link code. We're gonna go 09080527. There we go. So 09080527. And then we're going to go invite others, I think. Yes, we're going to do that. And if you are connected to the internet, and if you have typed in that code, and if you then pressed OK and are communicating, we should all kind of connect with each other. Oh, Viper, you can't do this one because you got some other stuff to do. Okay, no worries. I did see Chris just join, so if Chris wanted to join us and be our 3rd, you would be welcome to, but you need to hop on quick, Chris. So yeah. Xander, one day you should finish BDSP and Shiny Reset for Arceus. I know, right? Like, there's that part of me which is like, ooh, I'm tempted to go back on my... Because I could go on my stupid, dumb nickname game and do that. Oh, we've got a Laura. Do we have a Laura in chat? Have we had a Laura yet? Have I not been paying attention? I don't recall a lovely Laura being joining us so far today. Wait, Chris, you got a shiny Magmar? That's amazing. Okay, no, well, I'm really glad you got to join us this time, Kayla. Oh, man, I was so annoyed I missed out on the Shaman. I don't know what happened, but I, like, didn't get the mystery gift thing for it, so I wasn't able to get that one. But I might be... the thing is, I'll get it from Pokemon Go someday, because they'll have that ticket available, and I know it means I'll need to spend, like, $5. But I'll do it, because it'll add loads of, like, fun activities to Pokemon Go as well. So, oh, yeah, Michelle, you can hop in. Michelle, come join us, because I don't know what's going on here. I felt like we had... well, no, I suppose... Oh, Tenchi. Yeah, if Michelle wants to join, that could be good, because Tenchi did just get a shiny. So, yeah, Michelle, if you want to join us... Oh, I didn't know that, Chris. Oh, well, congrats. That's brilliant. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Have you got... Now, Chris, here's my question for you. Did you already have a shiny Magmar, like, from Legends Arceus or Pokemon Go, or was this your first time getting a shiny Magmar? Okay. Yeah, this would be a really good... That's the thing. You do have the shiny charm, Kayla, so the odds are in your favor. In fact, hang on. Let me just very quickly... plus, I needed to unplug my phone anyway. Michelle, you've got like 25 seconds, although by the time you hear this... Michelle made it! Woo! Okay, hang on. I better just pay attention to the game now then, in which case. But I'm going to get my calculator and do some maths in a second. Oh, sorry. Start exploring. Okay, well done, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, these are all terrible choices. I genuinely don't know which one of these to pick, because they're all... I'm going to go with the Sand Slash, just because I think it's like the best one of these, just in general. And then the Coffagrigus is good as well. Oh, Stunfisk has Earth Power. These are terrible Pokemon for a Heatran raid. It was your first ever shiny Magmar. Oh, well, that's brilliant. Congrats. Congrats. Hang on, I'm going to just do some quick calculations for Kayla. So, the odds, Kayla, at the end of this round of Dynamax, I'm going to figure out the odds for you of getting at least one shiny. Oh, Vanillish. I need shiny Vanillish. And then, there's a Dusclops. And then a Hitmontop. Hitmontop's been pretty good. Like, Hitmontop's pretty solid. So I say, oh no, we went for the normal type. Oh, well, it is Diggersby. So Diggersby is pretty good for the Heatran fights, I suppose. But right, I'm going to figure out Kayla's odds. So if we do 4 Dynamax Adventures... Yeah, so that's the thing. So Kayla, the odds of, like, if a single person... played in every one of the Dynamax Adventures today, right? Just an individual person, and they did all 4 of the Dynamax Adventures. I will go for a Max Hailstorm. Hail, yeah. I'm going to go for a Max Hailstorm. So basically, the odds of, like, say, me having a shiny at the end of these 4 Dynamax raids is 15%. And that's the same for you, and that's the same for Tenchi. Now, obviously, when you stack that up and you say, what are the odds of any one of us getting at least one shiny, then obviously that stacks up and becomes its own thing as well. If I then did, let's say, to the power of 3, let's just say the 3... Well, actually, no, because Viper didn't have the charm, so I'll just say for the 3 of us. So basically, that's the thing, right? 3 players, because I want to emphasize how good this mode is and why it's good for streaming, why it's fun for streaming, if you have the shiny charm. So there are 3 of us with the shiny charm, right? And we're going to do 4 Dynamax Adventures. This is the 4th one. At the end of this 4th round, the odds of at least one of us having at least one shiny is 40%. Not 14%, but 40%. 40%. So the odds of... So that's the thing. So like 3 people doing 4 Dynamax raids... Adventures... doing 4 Dynamax raid adventures gets you a 40% chance. That's wild, right? Like, that's really good. So that's why I say that this mode is such a good, fun multiplayer mode. Because it's like, if you get you and 3 of your friends, and you all have the shiny charm, and you sit down and you play for, you can do this mode in like, about an hour and a half. Like, again, the reason why it takes me a long time is because I just give you guys time to settle in, and we'd be like, right, who's up next? And we kind of switch around the people and stuff like that. But if just you and 3 other friends all sat down, you would be way quicker and way more organized, and you wouldn't have to do the, right, press the Y button to do this, and check the top right-hand corner, and hey, and hello there, everyone. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. You wouldn't have to do all that stuff. So, like, in an hour and a half, there's, like, a 50% chance that, like, what's probably, like, a 50% chance that one of you is going to have a shiny. So that's actually, like, really good. Oh, did we figure out who Laura was? I'm so sorry. JJ! Whoa, hey, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Welcome. The ore you've been getting has been going to EXP candies to evolving, fulfilling the decks. That's awesome, Xander. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a Dusclops. That's not very good. There's a Basculin. That could be okay. And then, I don't know what that is. Is that like a Linoon? That's probably a Linoon. I guess we should go for the Basculin. I think that is just a Linoon. It might be something else. I mean, the problem with normal types is they all are just generic animals. Yeah. So hang on, let's just see. It's the red Basculin! I'm just gonna delete an email that I don't need. Because I hate when I receive an email and I have a notification for an email, but then I'll forget what the email is, and I'll still have the notification. I'll be like, hang on, what was this email? And I'll quickly flick down, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, that was useful. Yeah, I don't need that. Right, I'll go for a Stomping Tantrum here. Just, you know, it's pretty safe for me to use one. But yeah, you too shall have the shiny charm one day. And again, if you do need to do any trades or anything, Xander, like, let me know. Like, send me a DM before a stream, and, you know, I might be able to hop on a stream, like, 15 or 20 minutes early to do, like, a couple of trades with you or something. So just let me know. I can totally do that. If it means you have, like, a 3... Because if you don't have the shiny charm, you still do have a 1 in 300 chance of each Pokemon being shiny, but that 1 in 100 is so sweet. That's the difference between... That difference is the reason why, like, Tenchi has gotten multiple shinies, why I have gotten multiple shinies. In, like, a week. Like, we've been doing this less than a week. In a few hours, it'll be a week since we started doing this. But yeah, in a week, I've gotten 2 shinies, you know? And Tenchi's gotten 2 shinies. So Tenchi's secretly like, muhaha, I love the strikes. Muhaha, keep being greedy, execs, I need more shinies. No, I'm kidding. I know you're not like that, Tenchi, that's why I make that joke. Okay. Right, what are we doing? Oh, hail, more like a nail. What? Yeah, Kayla, you can. That's the thing. I know we V'd for the Digger's Bee. So yeah, you are welcome to help yourself to this Basculin. Let me just do this for 4 people. Hang on. So hang on. 99 over 100. Hang on. 99 divided by 100. To the power of 16, and then to the power of 4. Yeah. So. The odds, so if you had, right, so basically, generally these streams I do, unless it's on a weekend, I will do these streams for, you know, I will do about 4 Dynamax Adventures, right? Like, that's the amount I do. So, I will do 4 Dynamax Adventures. So if you had 4 people who all had the shiny charm, and you did 4 Dynamax Adventures together, the odds of getting a shiny are like 47.5%, so almost a 1 in 2 chance. So if you and your friends sat down for, like, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours, played this mode, you had a good time, you know, your bonds had grown stronger. What electric do we want? I can't tell what they are. There are berries this way. Berries! But I can't tell what they are. Some kind of dog. And then, oh, is the other one Pink Urchin? Maybe the other one's Pink Urchin? Oh, no, Jolteon. Okay, I have shiny Jolteon. So, we'll see what this is. I can't figure out what these are. I don't think it's Boltund. I think Boltund's, like, got, like, a skinnier outline. Oh, Luxray! Oh, it would be hilarious if I got Luxray, because Luxray was the first ever shiny I got from the Dynamax Adventures. So that would be really funny. If it doesn't have the Intimidate ability, though, that means it sucks. Okay, I'm going to dig for safety so that I'm, like, hidden underground. Because I don't want to, like, lose a life to this thing. We'll see how it goes. Oh, sorry, hang on. I keep asking this question, and then I keep not checking the chat to answer the answer. Did we figure out who Laura was? Is Laura in the chat? Or is Laura, if you're not in the chat, and you can't chat, it's because you need to subscribe. But if you were able to subscribe, and then in like 5 minutes, there is like a 5-minute wait time. But if Laura's watching and hasn't subscribed, but would love to say hi, I'd love to say hi to you, unless you are in the chat and I've missed someone say, no, Laura's in the chat, like right there, Bo. You may briefly need Zamazenta for the decks. Yeah, no, I mean, I might need to get Zamazenta from like another game or something, but because I don't actually have it on this one. The Zamazenta I have is from this game, but I like traded it to my sword, I think. But yeah, but I can do that with you. So if all people that are in the Dynamax Adventures have Shiny Charm, the chances of Shiny rises. So it's not that the chances of Shiny rises by having like everyone with a Shiny Charm. It's just kind of like sort of like a stacking up of percentages. Oh, of course I get KO'd. So it's just that it's just that when you have like improved odds and then you stack those odds up, like if you have one person playing, obviously the odds of, you know, it's just that thing where if one person is playing Dynamax Adventures with a bunch of computers, it's going to take ages for you to get a shiny. If you're playing with a second person and there are two of you, you know, the odds of at least one of you getting a shiny is going to be faster. Like, it'll take less time for like one of you to find a shiny just because there are two of you. So it's just to do with the fact that there are more players kind of thing. It's kind of like saying, there's probably like one of you in chat right now probably has some kind of story where there's like, oh, there's this Pokemon I got. Like, I got a fossil, and when I revived the fossil, it was shiny. Or I picked a starter, and when I picked that starter, it was shiny. Or, oh, I found this legendary, and when I found the legendary, like just like a regular legendary in my game, it was shiny. Or just like, or, you know, like, or the Wynaut I got from the lava, like the hot springs in Lavaridge Town. That was shiny. Like, there's probably like some, if you think of some gift Pokemon that, you know, that isn't necessarily supposed to be shiny, that can be shiny, one of you out there probably has some story, some quirky story of like, you know, like, oh, I ran into that Pokemon and it was shiny. I mean, for me, I actually included my own example in there. The Wynaut from Lavaridge Town, my one in Pokemon Ruby was shiny. And I thought it was like maybe had like a higher chance of being shiny, like the egg in Pokemon Crystal. But no, it's a full odds shiny. I just was lucky when I was a kid. But I didn't know that for years. I didn't know that I was lucky for years. Now, the thing is, all of you guys, if you were trying to reset for you know, a shiny Wynaut egg, it would take you forever. I got it on the first go because there were more, you know. So it's like the more people you add, the more people you have just in any situation, the more likely that like one of you is likely to have had something. So so let's see. Oh, hang on, Chris. Headcanon. Laura is secretly a Pokemon and is disguised as an Eldegoss. Ooh, I like it, Chris. I like where you go. I like that. That's a fun idea. That's a fun idea. Need a Samantha. Zamazenta. Oh. No, we're gonna get you we're gonna get you a Zamazenta and nickname it Samantha. Oh no, Cappy, you're swimming. You accidentally drank pool water. No. Right, I got diggers, boy. Right, this is our last Dynamax Adventures that we're gonna do for this stream, but I'll be back in about 2 hours. Okay. So, but let's see. So yeah, so it's not that like, so it's not that say like the odds of you getting a shiny. So basically, in this mode, Dynamax Adventures, the odds of getting a shiny for each Pokemon is 1 in 300. But if you have the shiny charm, it's 1 in 100. But if you have like a load of people playing, the odds are still 1 in 100 or 1 in 300 for each of you, but just by virtue of there being more people, you're just more likely that someone's going to have a shiny. But that's why I say this is such a fun mode, because you can sit and play together for like about an hour and a half or so, and there'll be like a 50% chance that one of you will get a shiny. And it's why I think it's such a good mode for streaming. And it's why someday, if this channel ever did grow and get bigger, I would love to do a stream with like M&J like Mikey, M&J TV, and John PM7, and then like someone else like Wolfie or whoever, And I know I'm thinking big here. I'm thinking big, but and to do this mode until like and just see how many shinies we get, or see who gets the shiny first, because that would be really fun, right? Like that would be a really fun stream idea. Have 4 of you all play together. Maybe even someday, depending on who my friends are and if they've got the DLC or not. I could literally have them all sit next to me. They could all bring their Switches, and we could all just sit and play the mode together. I'll just stream my footage of it, kind of thing, and and then we'll see who gets shinies. Because again, if you do like 4 Dynamax Adventures, you're statistically likely to end up with a shiny at the end of it. It's just 4 Dynamax Adventures. And again, when you play together, it goes way, way faster. Okay, right, we beat the Heatran, so like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please like the video if you haven't clicked like already. And put sparkles and stars in the chat. JJ, your streams are insane, bro. You deserve to grow for real. JJ, that's so kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that, mate. That's so close of you. You accidentally used my Master Ball on it, I wonder. Oh man, please don't even joke about accidentally using Master Balls. The scary thought. Right, we're going to do one final shiny check for this stream, but then I will be back in like 2 hours, okay? Oh, Chris, you say I have really good commentary too. Oh, well, that's really kind, thank you. I'm just going to allow for some more sparkles just so I don't... Neo, hi. I'll be... Oh, no, well, it's 3 a.m. for you, but I will be back in 2 hours. Let me just check. Okay, right, so we're going to do the double check. So Diggersby would be white, a white rabbit. But it's not. It's a grey rabbit, so it's not shiny. The Basculin would be like a lighter, brighter green. I don't think it is, so that's not shiny. The Luxray would be golden and yellow. I know, because I literally have had this happen before. But that's not what a golden yellow Luxray looks like. And the Heatran would have magenta eyes. Will we get Heatran? I'm building up to it. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Oh, the Heatran's not shiny either, but maybe I'll get a shiny when we come back a bit later on. But we have to do the second check. That's only the preliminary check. Always do the double check. So always check by color, just by like what you know about shinies, but then always check this for... I mean, basically you don't actually need to do a double... You can just do the double check on this screen. I just do this for the theater of it. But you can just go on this screen and look, because you can see the Diggersby there, and you can see it's not shiny, but then you can check the logo. But my recommendation is always check this screen. You don't have to do the double check, sort of like the way that I do it, but you can just do the double check on this screen, so you can look at Diggersby and go, that's not shiny, and then you look at the logo and you go, there are no sparkles there. The Basculin, oh, that doesn't look the right color. Let me look at the logo. Yeah, the logo has no sparkles. Luxray, that's not the right color. There are no sparkles. Heatran, that's, so you just do the double check that way. But don't ever go just by this. Don't ever go by this screen, okay? Definitely always check the summary and just check for those sparkles, okay? Right, I'm going to pick the Luxray because I can't remember whether I've taken a Diggersby or a Basculin before. And there we go. Let me just scroll down because something happened there. I don't know. My chat got stuck. I think because it got stuck on all the Samantha stuff. So Kayla, Kayla, I'm so glad we were able to get you to join in. This strike is probably going to go on for a very long time. I mean, I hope it doesn't, but it's probably going to go on for a long time. So I would, if you are ever able to join in again, we will very happily have you back because you have been wonderful and so helpful. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. No shinies, but that's okay. Because again, our 50% chance, or 3 of us had the shiny charm, so, it was like our 40% chance went to Tenchi. So congratulations to... Oh, my arm just cracked next to the microphone again. So Tenchi is our winner of the stream. I do need to keep a record of the Heatran. So yeah, so this is all for now, but not forever. I will be back in about 2 hours. Okay, so it's almost 6 p.m. my time. It's like 5:50 p.m. where I am. I will be back at 8 o'clock. I need to just go and drink more water because again, I did have that very salty dinner. So I will be back in about 2 hours at 8 p.m. So you can see 5:49 p.m. in the top right hand corner there. That's the time for me right now. But at 8 p.m., so 2 hours and 10 minutes from now, I will be back. We'll do this more. We'll do another 4 Dynamax Adventures. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And we'll do like about 8 Dynamax Adventures, maybe 9 if we're lucky. Ooh. And then on Sunday, we'll do like a little mini one as well. Like we'll do 4, maybe 5 Dynamax Adventures on Sunday as well. So yeah, and Cappy. So Tenchi is the shiny hunter of the day. Cappy is the top pro tip of the day. Don't drink pool water. I don't think I really need to explain that one. Thank you all so much. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Hang on, I need to make that a little bit smaller, I think. There we go. So yeah, you guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love. Take care. And for those of you for whom it's not like 3 a.m., hopefully I'll see you in a little over 2 hours. And yeah, so looking forward to it. Maybe I'll get a shiny later. Or just Tenchi will get failed to stop broadcast. So maybe you can still hear me. Hang on. Transitioning the broadcast failed into the stream and then immediately end it. Hang on. Yep, cool. Okay. If not, if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna like turn off the computer. Okay. I genuinely don't know if this is working or whatever. Okay, so I think I am now back online, but I'm not. Like, I'm just doing this so I can like shut down the stream properly. Okay, so if you're watching this on a replay and you've like heard nothing for like 5 minutes and then me saying this, I'm so sorry. I don't know why this didn't end. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. Hopefully this actually works this time.